Hey there everyone, how is it going? My name is Rabbit and thank you so very much for joining me for episode number 37 of Let's Play Brave Fencer Musashi. In our previous video together, we witnessed what I think all of us can agree has to make it in at least the top 10 best anime battles ever. I think just the banter between Kojiro and Musashi alone sealed the deal for me. That was so crazy, but in such a wonderful and endearing way. Oh my goodness. So, as for, I guess, the technical pieces of the last episode, rather than me fangirling about that duel, which wasn't even that big of a deal, we did end up finding the fire scroll, which woohoo, that's another power up for Lumina, so gotta be pumped about that. We ended up taking on Kojiro following acquiring the fire scroll. We defeated him, no surprise there, and in exchange for defeating him, we did receive the princess. So that was kind of nice, because to be honest with you guys, I sort of forgot about her. I don't think she's been mentioned a lot, and outside of the cutscene where she summoned Kojiro to this world, I don't really feel like she's kind of been at the center of everything Musashi's been dealing with. So for whatever that's worth, that's kind of where we were at with her. We brought her back to the castle, and we learned that Musashi is still not quite ready to return to his world, even though it seems like he should be fine. He got them started. We got 3 of the 5 scrolls. We got the princess back. Like, honestly, what more could Ribson, Filet, and the rest of them want? But seems as though Ribson wants Musashi to still pursue these thieves who had stolen the bell and set the town on fire, which I think is fair. And just in general, you know, finishing strong and getting those final scrolls, I think, is the least Musashi should just go ahead and do. So that's kind of where we're at. Specifically, we parted ways following reviewing all of the torn, I shouldn't really say torn messages, because it's one message that was torn into 3 segments or 3 pieces. We met with each of the mercenaries to decipher those pieces, and I did go ahead and take the liberty of jotting them down. So I will review all of that with you when we are outside of the Meandering Forest, because that is where we need to go in order to infiltrate the hideout itself. But first order of business, I was a bit wishy-washy with you guys in episode 36 about whether or not I wanted us to review the information regarding Shogi together or not. I think it's not honestly going to hurt us to just take a minute, maybe 2, to quickly just refresh ourselves as to what it entails.
Sir Musashi, been waiting for you.
It's always a pleasure, Shanky. So let's go ahead and just see what he has to say.
Marinate's cooking is just awful. That's why she's in charge of washing dishes.
Okay, so not really much value in speaking to him. I guess we could have suspected that. But as I was just sharing, let's quickly look at the pieces to Shogi. I guess, you know what? The reason why I want to look at this is because the first part of the code or of the message for the thieves' hideout seems to revolve around Shogi pieces. So let me just read to you guys the 3 different sections. So Mercenary A revealed to us the top portion, which said, the Meandering Forest 4-way path, gold, night, 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 bishop. I have no fucking clue what that means, but clearly that's a reference to Shogi. I think Mercenary A himself said that sounded like a reference to Shogi. Part 2, which came from Mercenary B named Stu, left, right, right, left, straight ahead. That's all it said. And then the last piece, which came from Mercenary C, or Meatloaf, I think is his name, said that don't worry about which way you're facing. About the night, go straight ahead / up. I'm going to call it right now. I feel like one of these pieces has to be a red herring and probably isn't going to bear much relevance to what we're going to be doing, but I want to still try to look at all of the pieces and just make sure that we're set up to successfully navigate this maze and navigate this puzzle, because I already foresee this being bullshit, us trying to find this hideout. So anyway, we already know what Shogi is. It's this world's version of chess. Let's quickly read through the gold section, which says gold can be moved 1 space in any direction except diagonally. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Maybe we'll have to play Shogi with someone in order to gain access to their hideouts or their secret lair. I don't know, but the night is next. And we saw night was referenced in part 1 and part 3 of the message. So this one might be the most crucial piece of the Shogi reference. So the night can be moved 2 spaces up and 1 space right or left. 2 spaces up or 1 space right or left. Okay? So thinking about it, about the night, go straight ahead and don't worry about which way you're facing. So I'm wondering if we're going to see maybe the shogi pieces, or maybe there will be like a shogi piece carved into something or a sign or something put up that references the night. And from there, we will either go northbound 2 spaces or we'll take the left or the right ones. That's what I'm gathering this is referencing. Am I reading too much into this? Watch it be like super simple and straightforward. We'll get there, have to play like a game of shogi with Ed or Ben, or just talk to them and follow someone to get to the hideout. So it's probably not as complicated as I'm making it, but I can already foresee myself taking way too long figuring it out. So want to prep myself. So last piece of this is the lance can be moved any number of spaces up. Don't think that matters. We didn't see lance referenced. Just gold, knight, 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 bishop. What the fuck could that mean? There's nothing about bishops here. Okay, friends, that honestly just might be it. I don't want to belabor this. I feel like we read through it. I think I feel decently confident in my ability to do this. So what we will do is just cut the camera. I will bring you guys back with me once I am outside of the Meandering Forest itself. So I'll see you guys here in a minute. Alrighty, friends, welcome back. So here we are outside of the Meandering Forest, or at least we're outside of the sign that references it. As we can see here, it says danger, keep out, and fuck this guy. I actually think, whoa, I think we need to absorb his shit if he'd quit fucking around. Okay, let's, what a way to start off, right, guys? If this is any sign as to what our experience is going to be in the Meandering Forest, then maybe we should just turn around right now and go about our merry way doing something else. But no, we will persevere. It'll be fine. Not a big deal. So let me go ahead and grab this. Yes, my memory was correct. There are some thorns here for us to deal with. And fuck you, just because your friend made a mockery of me. So here we go, back to familiar territory. We did come to the Meandering Forest long, long ago, back when we were trying to retrieve, I believe it was the skeleton key for John, who was locked in the stocks. Doesn't it feel like forever since that happened? But it really wasn't that long ago, like maybe 11 hours of game time ago. Anyway, the thieves' hideout is what Musashi says, so that just sort of reaffirms what our objective is. So let's take a look at this sign, which says, Dear Ed and Ben, go down if you get lost. Topo, the leader. Okay. All right, well, here we are. Let me take a quick look at my note card here with the information that we compiled from speaking with the mercenaries. So again, we have first part of the note that references gold, knight, 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 bishop. Don't know what that refers to. That might be bullshit, but we'll keep it in the back of our minds. Second piece from Stu was left, right, right, left, straight ahead. So I wonder... Okay, before I decide to do that, ooh, I like the music here. It's a little different from what we listened to when we were here for John following Leno. Okay, part 3. Don't worry about which way you're facing. Around the night, go straight ahead or up. Okay, I'm going to try following part 2 first. The left, right, right, left, straight ahead. So we came left. There's a rock here. What does this mean? Is the rock the knights, or is it... I don't know what that's for. I'm not going to read too much into it. Let's just do the left, right, right, left. Oh. Okay, we just had a ring, bing, 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 bing. I'm guessing that says that you fucked up and it's starting you over. And that was the same sign. Okay, so that is not what we need to do, but seems like going left was correct. So following just... Part 2 of the note is incorrect. We need to incorporate part 1 or 3 somehow. Oh God, I feel like the first piece doesn't make sense, you guys. So we went left. We are not supposed to go right. About the night, go straight ahead. So should we count this as the night? Maybe stone. The night is the code word for the boulder here. So let's try going straight ahead. And we know that from the shogi description that we got from Shanky, the knight moves up 2 places. Is that correct? So let's go up twice. There was just a tree. And, oh my gosh, that worked. Okay, so here are the rocks again. So if this is the night, do we go up again? That doesn't make sense. Does it? Let's just try it. And it's wrong. Okay. Let's just do what we just did. You know, you guys, at the end of the day, even if you can't figure out what the puzzle entails and what the actual code is supposed to be, I bet you could solve this just by process of elimination. I'm not planning on doing that because I feel like that could easily take you a good 20 minutes of just running up and down paths and trying to cross off which one is wrong and what you haven't explored yet. But all right, refocusing, Rabbit, refocusing. So we went left and then up twice from the rock. But up is what we went last time, and that was incorrect. So if we're counting these boulders as the night, it says you go straight ahead. Don't worry about which way you're facing. What? What does this have to do? I'm wondering, gold, knight, bishop. Is that bullshit? 4-way path. What does that mean? I feel like the first part is... that one has to be a red herring and is just there to confuse you and throw you off. All right, I'm going to ignore that first part. Second piece was left, right, left. So we went left... and then we couldn't immediately go right. We had to go up twice. So can we go right here? Let's just try it. And that's correct. Okay. There are no rocks here, though. So what does that mean? Can we just go right again? Since it was left, up. We went right, and that was correct. So let's try right again. And then, okay, friends. I'm not trying to have us here all fucking day. Maybe the process of elimination is the name of my game. Okay, so we went left, up, 1, up, 2. Fuck this tree. Maybe there's something about the directions of the boulders and the trees? The rock. We went up. And we know that right is the correct way. Is this just changing our orientation? The thing is, we can't rotate, because I wonder if you could, if it'd be easier to keep track. So let's go right again. And then we're in trees. But that wasn't... Okay. So maybe, do we just... Right was wrong. Do we go... And we know down is wrong because the sign said go down if you get lost. So I'm guessing we're going to just have to go up again? Oh my gosh, that's correct. Okay, so we went left, up, right, up. But when you go up, if we're the knight, you always go up twice. So do we go up again? Yo, what the fuck? I feel like I should be solving a murder mystery. What is going on? Okay, left up twice, right up twice. I don't see the big boulder, but I see the little one. Is this one? I don't know. Gold, knight times 3, and then bishop? I don't know how the bishop moves. But looking back at part 2, we're supposed to go left, right, left. No, left, right, left, straight ahead. So we already went left and right. So would we go right again? I am so sorry if this is easy for most of you to figure out. I am like trying to connect the dots over here. I am no game, no life in it. Shout out to those of you that get that reference. Okay, went right. Here's the rock. Do I just go up twice every time I take one of the directions from part 2? So that's 1, 2, and then from here, oh, I wasn't counting. Do I go left then? Oh my gosh. You guys, basically, it's left, up times 2, right, up times 2, right, up times 2, left, up times 2. But the last piece of it is straight ahead anyway. So we just keep going north from here? Oh God, I'm like prepared for it to go ding, 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 and tell me that, fuck you, Musashi, you suck and don't know what you're talking about. But it hasn't kicked us back out, so I wonder if that's it. That's the mystery. You don't even need the first piece. That first piece was bullshit. I told you guys that sounded like nonsense and there was no info. Oh my gosh. Hold on, Musashi. I gotta take a second for myself. Like, look at you, Rabbit, solving mysteries left and right. Okay, that might have been super straightforward for some of you. Like, yep, that makes sense. Part 1, part 2, part 3, mix it all together, bing, bang, boom, I know what I'm supposed to do. I genuinely feel like, reflecting back on that, the first section of the message about the meandering forest, 4-way path, gold, night, 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 bishop, what is that even referencing? It doesn't seem like that has any practical application to what we did at all. But part 2 of the message, the left, right, right, left, straight ahead, that tied in with the third piece about the knight going straight ahead. Don't worry about which way you're facing. And we know that the knight always moves 2 spaces northward and only 1 space left and right. So that also could be what it was about, that you move 1 space to the left and then go up 2 spaces, right 1 space, north 2 more spaces, right 1. Yeah, so it's left, up, right, up, right, up, left, up, and then up. I'm guessing times, was it times 4? Times 3? Either way, that is cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. So if anyone does care to explain in a little bit more detail why the sequence I followed was correct, I get it to a certain extent, but I still feel like that wasn't as easy to just put all the pieces together for me. I don't know what that says about me. It maybe was intentionally cryptic and was supposed to be a pain in the ass and meant to where you have to just keep experimenting and possibly falling back on just the process of elimination. I don't know, but I'd be interested in hearing what your thoughts were on this puzzle and how you ended up figuring this out or tackling this, and if it took you as long as it took me. Although I don't feel like that was that bad. But anyway, we are here outside of the Thieves' Hideaway, so we will just go ahead and part ways at this point in the gameplay, just in case as soon as we infiltrate the building, there's like a fight awaiting us. Or maybe that's where part 1 of the message will come into play. Maybe we'll have a shogi showdown or something stupid like that. I really don't know. But either way, we will find out together in our upcoming video. So thank you so very much for watching, everyone. I am your host, Rabbit, and this is my playthrough of Brave Fencer Musashi. Take care, be good, and I'll see you guys soon, as always.